What's up? I want to talk to you today about how self-care makes you a better entrepreneur, makes your life better. Whatever you're trying to do, taking care of yourself is going to be a key element. I'm going to get into it today. Starting with a conversation that I had with a friend who said, I'm tired all the time. I work from home on a computer all day. And by the time I get done with work, the first thing on my mind is sleep. So she felt like she didn't have any energy for anything else. It's affecting her eating habits. This comes up a lot in terms of trying to be engaging online in different places I see. And I'm like, oh yeah, like this really like is an issue that I feel like we are empowered to address as adaptive business leaders. And that's what I do. Welcome. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. I had a little rugby tournament over the weekend, so I was doing a lot of yelling. You might pick that scratchiness of my voice. So I got that sexy radio voice happening again. But today we're talking about self-care, and this is big for a lot of entrepreneurs or people who are doing side hustles or remote workers or anything like that. You start off and you're like, I have all this freedom, or I'm doing all this stuff to kind of build myself up and live the life that I want and all that stuff. And so over time, what you do is you overwork into some of these things, you deprioritize yourself. And I want to make sure that you know some of the consequences of that and make sure that you're leading the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. It was actually my company vision. Every entrepreneur knows how to lead a healthy, fulfilling life of their dreams. When I started Fit for Freelance, it was based on worksite wellness for remote workers and home-based freelance entrepreneurs. And the first tagline I had was, work great, stress less, and feel better, which sounds really good, but no one's looking for that online. People are looking for weight loss online. So what I do is I teach you these health principles that will help you with weight loss, but then ultimately the goal is that you're on your path to freedom and fitness, leading to healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. So a little bit more on this. It's easy to get carried away by our work that we deprioritize ourselves and our health. You think about it like, oh, I forgot to eat lunch, or you skip breakfast, or you at the end of a long work day, you're like, I haven't eaten in a few hours. So then you go get some fast food on the way home. Leave a comment of that to you. If you are so tired that you just kind of, food is an afterthought for you, that's going to affect the quality of your life and the quality of your work and more. And so that's what I'm saying here. But if you aren't thriving or if you die prematurely, you can't serve the people you're intending to serve. And that intention is key. A lot of the people I work with, a lot of my friends, my community, pretty much anyone who's doing anything with entrepreneurship, you have this big vision, you have major goals that you're trying to do. You're like, I got to get this done no matter what. People are counting on me, my audience, the people whose bills I'm paying, that kind of stuff. But the thing is, you are one of the biggest, your health is the biggest asset in your business, and your health is crucial to your performance in that. So if you aren't taking care of that and you get sick, or you have some kind of chronic condition that's deteriorating or distracting from your work, then that's going to be a major factor for you in your work performance. And if something happens where that gets to a more extreme case, then that can affect if your business functions at all. So that's kind of what I'm getting to here. And this is why worksite wellness is a big thing. The biggest companies, the best companies, the ones that are coming to mind right now, they all have worksite wellness initiatives. They do employee wellness stuff. They make sure they have lots of support. And if you're working from home, you aren't considering that, you are losing that kind of energy and work capacity in your own business and your own life. And that's what I have as my next point. Self-care increases your capacity for work and impact. So if you're only, think of it kind of like a gas tank or an energy tank or something like that, where you have 100%, you are on top of everything. Things are going well. You're eating well. You're getting enough sleep. You have plenty of water. You're getting active. You're taking your walking breaks, like all those tips that I usually share in this channel. Is to subscribe for more. Those things are going to get you at 100% energy. So you wake up, you're feeling refreshed. You're far from burnout. You're like anti-burnout, right? Those are really big things. But if you are doing things that are missing a little bit, maybe you're not getting enough fruits and vegetables, you're dehydrated, your health is an afterthought in that. Maybe you're running up a whole bunch of additional health appointments that's taking time for your business, or you have lots of distractions. Those things decrease your capacity for work. Even though it might not seem like it, even though. Like if you're service based, you think I have to go harder, I have to work hard, I have to grind, I have to hustle. All those like words that are like that, those are like you working at a less than optimal performance rate. And so if you're capped at like 70% of what you can do, then that can go down only from there. It can only go down from there. You'll be able to perform and do the things that you want, and you're showing up less than the best for your situation, which is 70%. You don't want that. You're starting at a C work, and then your deductions off of that, you can really run into some trouble with that. And you hear the stories over time. All your favorite celebrities and entrepreneurs are like, yeah, I was doing great, and then I burned out, and then I learned I had to take care of myself. So we want to make sure that you have the information and the skills and practice to not burn out, to stay active and do more of what you love. So my first question for you, I ask this question sometimes. I want this to be on your mind a lot. What does the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? Leave a comment, talk about it, take a second to consider it. And another thing, when it comes to self-care, it can be a little controversial. It's not necessarily spa days and bubble baths and like, doing whatever makes you feel like perfect and bubbly. That's good. These are approaches. Those are kind of treatment things. What I also like to emphasize is doing more of what you love and lining up with your vision. This is part of my guilt-free process. We build vision, focus, and practice so you can take confident ownership of your path to freedom and fitness. So when you're doing more of what you love, then you don't feel as bad throughout the day, right? If your work sucks, then like build a new business or find work that suits you better. So it doesn't feel like you're always grinding or struggling or pushing against things or doing things that you don't want to do. You find more things that you love in your day to day. Was it like if you do what you love and you never work a day in your life, that kind of thing? Maybe it's not everything will be perfect all the time, but if you're doing more things that you love, then you'll feel more energized while you do those things, and you will have more capacity, more energy, and that counts as self-care. You won't have to take so much time and effort and energy to recharge if your fundamental daily life is what you want to do. And that's kind of a big thing for online entrepreneurs. We started this to get out of kind of the normal 9 to 5 whatever that you have to do and end up working like a lot more than 9 to 5 or after hours side hustling. So think about doing more of what you love and also delegating things that you don't really enjoy or things that aren't in your strong suit, in your wheelhouse, that kind of thing. Okay, next, focus, setting the right priorities for yourself. So a lot of times entrepreneurs, they get very excited when they see a project. They're like, oh, I can do this and I can do this and I can do these other 5 things. Let's do it all. And then you're spread out over a whole bunch of things. Some of your projects don't get done just because you have so many different ideas going. And so having focus and the right priorities can really streamline that process so you have more energy and you can have more time for yourself at the end of the day. That's an important part of self-care, managing great priorities with appropriate focus. Okay, next step, practicing saying yes to you. This has been a theme. I had a campaign, saying yes to you, because anytime you're saying yes to something, you are saying no to a bunch of other things. And so a lot of times my colleagues, fellow service people, we get into a zone where like someone asks you a question, can you do this? I need help with this. Do you know how to do this? And you're always like, yes, 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 yes. You want to do everything. You want to solve everyone's problems, especially freelancers when you're starting out. I know that from freelance medical writing, you're just like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then you're learning how to do everything on the side. That is saying yes to something, but it's not necessarily saying yes to you. And over time, a lot of people will say yes to everything but themselves. And that is the opposite of self-care. And over time, that can cause you to feel burned out, tired, exhausted. And that's not what we want. So practice saying yes to you. That way, when you're saying yes to other things, you might be shifting your priorities away from the things that you focused on or yourself. And you want to return to what you really want to do in your healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. Okay. And then when you practice saying yes to you, what we want to do ultimately is find ways to let your health support your life. And that's a big thing with Fit for Freelance. We're trying to fit this into your life, not like fit it into your life. It is part of your life. This is what you do. Your health supports your life. It's like the foundation. And so when you manage your health, manage your activity, healthy eating, your health habits, all that stuff, you have more energy to do the things that you want to do. And you actually do the things that you want to do, including getting active. It's not like a big challenge, like, oh gosh, the worst thing in the world, I have to eat something healthy and delicious. It's something that you do that feels good, gives you more energy, and then helps you with the other things that you want to do in terms of, reaching your business goals, um, reaching your health goals, losing weight, spending time with your family, all that stuff, hanging out with friends, all that, quality of life stuff that you really want. Your health is the fundamental foundation, the fundamentals of that all. Okay, so you want to make sure you find ways to let your health support your life. Another thing I have here, why it's important for self-care, be a model of healthy balance. You never know who's looking up to you. So I've talked a lot about, doing what's right for you, doing what's right for your business, but also doing what's right for, like, when you are working in a business, people are inspired by what you're doing all the time. You might not know about it. They might not tell you about it. Or like one person says something like, oh, wow, it's really cool how consistent you are working, blah, blah, or I really appreciate your efforts in this. And that's always great to hear. I love those comments, by the way. But it's also one of those things where people are watching, like, can I do something like this? Is this my opportunity? Oh, Reggie's doing this, so maybe I should try something similar. Or if you have kids or siblings or someone who's looking up to you, they can be really inspired. So also, they're watching you even when you're not modeling intentionally or having these great behaviors. So if you are overworking or you're burning out or you're always saying yes to projects that you don't really care about, you're not passionate about, they see that too. And so they start to think like, oh, like this is what we do. I don't take care of myself ever because everything else is more important to me. And that's not necessarily the message that you want to be sending to loved ones, close friends, the next generation, etc. You want them to know that, you are there for them, and also that they can be there for themselves and enjoy leading the healthy, fulfilling life of their dreams, whatever that is for them. It doesn't have to be a struggle to be happy or to do what you love or to, be really great at stuff. You can balance it out or find a way to make it work so it's a sustainable path for you. And this came up in my upcoming Health Confidence Club for adaptive business leaders. I have a little online course and group that I'm working on, talking about how you model the behaviors and you don't know who's looking up to you and how you can improve or make an impression on their lives. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited. I took the weekend off to go play rugby and get my voice all messed up, but that's definitely coming soon. And ultimately, I think the big thing is I want you to recognize that your quality of life is important. A lot of people will think like, oh yeah, it's all about the next generation or just about my impact or just about stacking cheddar and making a lot of money. But your quality of life is important, and how you feel in your day to day. It's not just about having a goal to set and reach, or, if you have a weight loss goal, just setting some like, I want to lose 15 pounds. It's about how you get there and enjoying the process and what happens when you get there and how all that fits together in your like bigger life picture. It's a business of purpose. At least mine is. And when you work with me, you start to understand that and hopefully apply that to your own business and your own life and what's important to you. So your quality of life is crucial. And you think about it like your parents, they did like everything in the world for you, or they tried, or whoever was your guardian or, your community leaders, they were doing whatever they could so you can enjoy your life. So you wouldn't necessarily want to undermine them just to like pass the buck on to someone else. So you want to take some of those benefits and enjoyments for yourself, because that's going to give you more energy for yourself and for the next generation, other people who are coming after you. So leave a like if that makes sense, because I can get on a rant. I was talking a lot yesterday about some of these things I feel strongly about. And this is one of them. Your quality of life is important. Self-care is the foundation to a great quality of life and leading the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. So much that I do it after my full-time job working in public health because I really care about this. I feel strongly about it. Okay. And if you're looking for something, say you are a little tired or you want some healthy recipes, or a grocery list, so you know what to buy and how to cook it, I do have a free snack pack in the description, plant-based snack pack, 5 recipes plus the grocery list. So you got some quick, easy to make foods that you can meal prep with those. And that's part of my plant-based transformation program also. So that's free in the description. Check that out. And just let me know, what does a healthy, fulfilling life for your dreams look like? How I can support you. Check me out on the social medias. Whoa, here. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. As always, keep practicing. Peace.